Last week I saw an article online from My Golf Spy and it said that a Scuffed Pro V1 lost 32.5 yards against a brand new out the wrapper Pro V1. And quite frankly, I couldn't believe it. I literally cannot believe that a scuffed golf ball can lose 32.5 yards in distance. So I'm going to do this test. But I'm going to use a Srixon Ad333 golf ball. So I'm going to use a brand new out the wrapper Srixon Ad333. I brought with me a scuffed Srixon Ad333. I'll put a close-up of this one in. And we're going to do some testing. We're going to see how much distance you could be losing if you're like me and you like to buy pond balls. Because you'll know if you watch my vlogs, James Robinson is always having a go at me saying, what are you using, Gaz? That ball's not even round. I'm not tight when it comes to buying golf clubs, but I'm tight when it comes to buying golf balls. I hate spending, you know, £50 on a dozen Pro Vs, and I'll always opt to try and get some good lake balls. But I'm going to be using an Ad333 because £20 is what I would like to spend on a golf ball. And I know these range from sort of 20 to 25, but that's the kind of price point that I'd be looking to spend if I were going to buy brand new balls. So I'm going to test the brand new Ad333, the 2024 golf ball, which I bought with my own money, against a scuff one. And we're going to do some tests like wedge play from, you know, like a 56 degree. We're going to do 7-iron and we're going to do driver to compare the difference between new and old and actually see what them real results are. Because I'll tell you what, if my Golf Spy are right and I were going to lose 35 yards by using a scuffed golf ball, I will never buy another lake ball again. So this video is not boring for you. What we're going to do, we're not going to leave all the results till the end. We're going to go through wedges to start with. So we're going to have a look at the new versus used ball in wedges. We're going to hit 5 shots with each ball, then we'll have a look at the numbers, and then we'll move into sort of like mid-iron and then driver. So we'll not wait till the end to conclude. I'm going to start by hitting 5 shots with a brand new, this is a 2024 Srixon Ad333, and then follow on with 5 shots with a used ball. So I usually hit this club round about 110 yards, so I've set that green up at 110. Just going to hit 5 shots with a new ball. Now I must say this is the first time, well not all year because we've only just started the year, but the first time in 12 months where I've actually hit a brand new ball. And I must say, it does look good looking down at a purling ball. Well, pretty much hit my number, 104. Whilst we're doing this, guys, get in the comments, let me know what ball you're playing, why you're playing it, and how much you like to spend on your golf ball. Because I don't know if it's just me who's being tight, or whether, you know, people aren't sort of in that market for a sort of £50 ball. I mean, I do love a Pro V1, I'm not going to lie, it's my favourite ball, but I wouldn't dream of buying one brand new. I must say, that does feel really, really nice actually. That sent a really good strike. That should have some spin. Right, 5 with a scuff ball. I don't know what you guys are like as well, but when do you actually change your golf ball? Is it when you've lost it, or do you wait until you've got a bad scuff on it? I mean, I generally wait till I've got a really bad scuff on it or it's really discoloured before I start to, you know, chuck it in practice bag. I won't put every swing in, guys, obviously. I don't want to bore you to death. I've had a few people say, guys, we don't need to see every shot, you know. But I almost feel as though if I don't put all the shots in there, I'm leaving the door open for somebody to say, oh, you've fudged it. Right, so let's just have a look at these numbers. So ball speed, very consistent. The used ball actually beats it on sort of dispersion, but you know, look, I'm not a robot. Launch angle, exactly the same, 29. Spin, 8,900. Actually, the used ball, I've actually a little bit better in dispersion. Carry distance, 103. Total distance, 108. Now, let's just have a look at club data to make sure there's not anything, you know, untowards here. So if we look at efficiency, these numbers are just bang on, aren't they? You know, you could actually call me a robot today. Club head speed, 77, 78. I mean, it's in 0.3 miles per hour. I am the robot. It's all very consistent. I can't see any difference between a scuff ball and a new ball with the wedges. So let's move up to mid-irons. So we're going to hit 5 full shots with a 7-iron. I've set that green at 180. Might be being a bit optimistic. We're going to start with a new ball again. It's a very nice pearly looking white, that. Whiter than I'm used to. Got my number anyway, 183. That's better. Hey, you managed to hit the green. Might not be so much of a robot with a 7-iron, guys. But we'll try. I think we've got another green just. Two more. Now we're going to get to the business part of things, aren't we? To see whether 32.5 yards is true. Loss in distance with driver. Probably their machine weren't missing greens. But I'd love to see what, you know, this test, what test results we get and whether I just can't see it being 32.5 yards, if I'm being honest with you. That's why we do these things. Right, 5 shots with the old ball. Do you think I'm being suspect? Do you think that with the driver, the scuff ball's going to lose 32.5 yards? Is it me just being suspect, or do you think that's right? Would you be doing this test if you had the opportunity? Maybe I'm just accustomed to using old balls. The final one. The moment of truth. So let's firstly start by looking at ball data, which a few little surprises in here because the actual old ball with the scuff on it is creating more ball speed and it's creating more backspin. It's actually creating more carry and more distance. We've got 2 yards extra carry, 2 yards extra distance, got about a couple hundred more revs of spin and a couple of degrees more launch, couple of degrees more ball speed. If we look at club data, just to make sure, obviously, I know I'm not a machine, but club speed, 86 miles per hour. Efficiency is very much the same. So, I mean, so far I've not seen a strong enough argument to suggest that I need to buy brand new balls. That's the first one. That green's 300 yards, which is a pretty good drive for me. That were a good strike. That was bombed. That was bombed. Right, here we go. We're 5 balls away for coming to some sort of conclusion on this video. Stick around for these shots. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, this ball's scuffed probably more than I would be prepared to use. I'd not pull that out during a round, you know, obviously that'd end up in a practice bag. So I've not chose just a lightly marked ball. It's quite a heavy scuff that's on this ball. It'd definitely be in the practice bag. I don't tend to use them as bad as this. Oh, that was hit well. That's a frozen line. So, I think this could end up being an advert for AD333, because if they can make a ball as durable as this, where the outer cover is actually scuffed and still manages to fly without losing 32.5 yards of distance, I think that probably just speaks a bit more about the durability of a premium ball. You know, with the outer shell probably being a bit softer. Maybe these balls they're a bit more durable and don't affect performance so much when they are scuffed. I don't know, but I don't think we're going to get 32.5 yards of difference in distance with this ball between new and scuffed from what I've seen so far. Two more to go. I'm excited for this actually. Well, that one munched like lunchtime. A little bit of fear, but I think we'll still get up to 3. Yep. Right, this is the moment of truth. Right, so driver, ball speed. In fairness to the new ball, we've got a couple more miles per hour ball speed. Very similar launch, you know, within 0.1 degree. Very similar spin, actually a little bit more backspin with a newer ball, which would actually suit me actually, because I do need that little bit more backspin. But if we look at actual carry distance within 2 yards, total distance within 1 yard. Do you know what I think this is telling us? I think this is probably telling us how good a ball a Srixon AD333 is, to be quite fair. I mean, if you look at... I'm going to start calling myself a machine. 100 miles per hour club speed with driver on average. Efficiency, you know, it's within 0.02. Attack angle, you know, 2.3, 2.4 down. You're not going to get any more consistent than that unless you actually do find a machine. And there's just no difference really in numbers. There's no argument, there's no case to sort of suggest that a new ball is going to outperform a scuff ball. But, you know, in fairness, this could just be an AD treble-free thing, and the fact that it's such a durable ball. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video. What started out to be to test whether a used ball could lose a significant amount of distance by being scuff has proven with the test that we've done today not to be true. Now, I'll let you make your own opinion on that. Obviously, we have used a Srixon AD treble-free ball. There could be an argument that this is a more durable ball, and, you know, if it does get scuffed, it wouldn't be as affected as much as a Pro V1. But I guess if you'd like to see me do the Pro V1, I've got some scuff balls in my bag. I'll buy a sleeve of brand new balls just for you guys. We could do that test. We could do that test and see if actually, because I can't really conclude by saying my Golf Spy is wrong, because we haven't actually done a Pro V1 test, but we can certainly say, you know, if you're using sort of like an AD treble-free, I guess something like a True Feel, you know, these sort of more durable balls where the outer shell's not as soft, not a urethane cover, then these sort of balls won't lose as much distance, won't lose as much spin, won't lose as much ball speed. They're a great ball to use if they're not in perfect condition. But I guess I've left the door open, haven't I, for another video. Get in the comments if you want to see that one. And make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you in a couple of days' time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.